Hey, good evening. John Stewart here. I want to talk to you tonight about practice of cyber vetting, job applicants and employees, and whether it's ethical and really necessary in today's workplace. I would dissent from that position. In a lot of cases, don't think it is or is practiced ethically. Since 2019, last year, 79% of the U.S. population has social media. They have access to it, they use it. 2005, cyber vetting began by human resource professionals, about 8%. And then only a few years later, 2011, 6 years later, it rose all the way to 91% of HR professionals using it to reach into the social lives, the media, the Facebooks, to look into candidates, if they're good people, bad people, qualified, unqualified, dangerous, whatever it may be, and also employees that work for them. There's a study in 2010 that Microsoft had conducted as well on HR professionals, and that basically concluded that the HR professionals felt that it was vital for their judgment on a candidate, and that it was also very reasonable in their minds, and that if a person had a good standing in social media, that it greatly impacted their decision making as far as to hire or not hire that person. Part of the issue also is in the difference between communication privacy management theory and with the cyber vetting. In the CPM, it's all about your privacy, and it's your property. You own it. If you share with somebody, they have to agree to the terms and conditions, and then you create a boundary around people, the circle, and who has access to the information, what they can share, what they can't share. It's all about respect, mutual respect, sharing information. And with the cyber vetting, you don't have any control over that. You don't know what the manager or what the HR professional is going to do with the information, who they're going to share it to. So kind of scary. There's my ethical concerns I mentioned. There's multiple things. One's morale. If you're working for a company and you upset somebody at a picnic, a company picnic, and they want to see if they get some dirt on you. They heard some things on Facebook and use them against you. Mistaken identity. Maybe someone that tagged you, you weren't there. That's happened to me before, and just all kind of weird things happen. That you're accountable for something that you had nothing to do with, and it's being used against you for your job of all things. So there's again, multiple ethical issues from that on misuse. Going from ethical issues to legal issues. So there's multiple federal laws. There's state laws like Colorado. We have a state law that protects you, that you're off from work, off duty, that you're protected, you're your own time. Nothing off duty can be used against you unless you're breaking the law. Any lawful act, you're protected. And then there's multiple acts, as you can see in the PowerPoint here, that protect you when you apply for a job, protect from discrimination, freedom of speech, and extend on to employment. So that is also something that cyber vetting has had issues with. There's been lawsuits against companies over breaking these laws. So cyber vetting is here to stay. It's not going anywhere. And if it's not going to go anywhere, then my suggestion is, because less than half the companies that have the cyber vet actually have a company policy. And so there's no cyber vetting company policy. So there needs to be a policy. It needs to follow the state laws, if there are any, the federal laws, of course. And then basically it should be limited to only particular points that have to do with that job and that company. Basically, that fits within that company. It can't be everything that's in Facebook. Can't be subjective. It has to be specific that you're looking for, just like a person on trial in a court. If you're part of the jury and there's inadmissible evidence, can't be used against the person on trial. Same thing on applicants and employees. So if we're going to have it, we got to have a company policy that follows those criteria, I believe. 2 questions. How do you protect your personal information? How do you do it on your favorite social media account? And Can you describe your experience if you ever cyber vetted? I never have been. I'm aware of. Curious what it's like. Thank you for listening, and have a great night.